Right, once again, welcome everybody, those of you who are here. As I say, it's 2 p.m. in the UK and 1 a.m. in Australia. We should get a few Aussies from down under joining us in a minute, and I said that'd be great, and they're all going to stay up, I hope. I've just put a link in the box for anyone who has just arrived to show you a presentation that I'm going to be doing. Now, you can follow this through just by clicking through it, and I should be using it to sort of prompt what I say. So what's the time? We're bang on 14:01. Let's get started. I'm going to start off with blogging. Now, blogging, we all know, is a free method. It's a free method of getting traffic. And what you're doing with blogging is you're building up know, like, and trust relationships with the people who come and visit your blog. The idea of a blog is it's like a coffee lounge or a sitting room, if you like. People come in, they sit down, they spend some time with you, they get to know you, they get to like who you are, hopefully, and start to trust the things that you're telling them, which is really what this is about. I'm trying to open up and show you what I do in my marketing. So with blogging, you'll be aiming to blog regularly and reliably. That's the first thing. Now, if you follow through the presentation, the second slide shows you that you can get yourself, for those of you who don't know, you can pick yourself up a free blog on WordPress, and it's absolutely easy to set up. There are things that you need to know, and we can discuss those as we go on. And you need to get a domain name, okay, that is properly hosted, not a free domain which doesn't have a solid presence. You need to have a domain name so that when people click on your blog, they'll come straight to your blog and see in the top you and your authority, really, your presence. And this is going to become your hub site, if you like. It's going to become the center of your business. Everybody who comes into your landing pages or starts to engage with you on all the social media platforms will come and look at your blog. And this is where they'll, as I say, engage and start building their relationship with you. And you can go onto all sorts of different free forums and places to get this. You won't ever be pitching your products here. You won't ever be trying to sell anybody anything on your blog. You can point them at offers that you're doing, obviously, but you won't be selling. Instead, you'll be trying to build up a nice trust with them, as I said. And the way to do this is to post regularly and over-deliver with high-quality information on the particular area you're specializing in. And as you build that up, you can talk about your journey and how you're progressing, little stories like the first time I ever made $1,000 sale online absolutely blew me away. And believe it or not, I wasn't even online when it happened. I think we were out for the day in Wales looking in a museum. And when I came back, I looked on Facebook and there was a message from a guy saying, "There's something wrong with your account, please check into it." And then I got a phone call saying, we need to follow this up, see what's up with your account. Do you see anything in the back of your account? And I looked in there, I said, "There's $1,000 in there." He said, "Okay, well, you've just made a sale. Isn't that marvelous? Just thought I'd let you know." And I tell you what, that was extraordinary. And what I'm doing here is getting very excited and telling you actually what happened. And that's called leveraging, yeah? So every little thing that happens to you, every little event, every little success and failure, you can just document it, blog about it, ask people to comment and share what they've said. And soon you'll start building up a nice set of traffic and people coming to see what you're up to. So that's your know, like, and trust. You're looking to offer solutions to people's problems, and the real skill of marketing isn't to try and sell people things. The real skill in marketing is to help people with what they're doing, and that way you're building up that relationship again. And I always say this over and over again, but try and keep it as simple as you can. When you're talking to people, don't get complicated. People don't want to get complicated. They want simple solutions. Okay? So that's that bit. And I'm now going to talk about branding, which I think is very important. Now, a guy I know in America, he's a wonderful guy. He's a preacher. And he told me, he said, "Get your photograph out there, Richard." He said, "Put yourself online, tell people your name, be transparent, be honest." And I come across so many people coming into this business, hiding behind affiliate pages, calling themselves, zany names with no photograph, no responsibility for what they're telling you. And hi to someone else just come on here. Just trying to keep up with all this. That's Ulrika Stenmark's just arrived from Sweden. Welcome, Ulrika, to my second Blab, and it's nice to see you on here. Thanks for joining. I'm talking about traffic, Ulrika. Okay, and I've put a little link in the side box there, so if you want to click on there and have a look and see, we can follow this through. We're just about to start talking about branding yourself for your business, okay? And you've done this very well. Ulrika has taken the courage, put her own photograph and her own name on her site, which is what you do. And so people automatically will trust you if you do that. You know, you are the product, as it says on the slide I've just put up there. Branding yourself. You are the product. People buy you. They buy from you. And if you're responsible for what you're promoting and talking about, then those people will engage with you, okay? So that's what branding's about. If you go on to the next slide, which is ideally you want your own domain to be your own name and a great photo of yourself. So that's what I've done on there. Is this all making sense? Anybody who wants to join in, just ask to join, but wait till I finish the presentation. And by the way, you can click on the screen at any time and give me lots of claps and slaps on the back and tell me what a wonderful chap I am. It's all good for my confidence and fires me up and gets me going. So do that if you want to. So you've got yourself your brand, you've got a photograph, you know who you are, you've got a nice blog starting to run, and you're looking for traffic, okay? Now there's a myth around that you can get free traffic. Now I promise you there's no such thing as free traffic. All the traffic you get, you pay for. You either pay with your time or you pay with your money. Now, if you haven't got much money, then you have to invest time to start with. Now you have a limited amount of time. You only have so much time you can give. Can you all hear me? Please tell me you can hear me in the chat box, because I'm chatting away here. The microphone light's on and I don't know if anyone can hear me. Anybody got any sound or vision problems on here? Let me know. Good, you can hear me. Fantastic. Thank you for that. There is somebody out there. So we're talking about free traffic. Now you're paying with your time for this. So we'll go to the first slide, which is about blog hopping. If you've ever tried that, it's a wonderful way of building up relationships again. And we've just had another person arrive. Hello to Walter. Hi, Walter. Welcome to this, my second Blab. This is on traffic and conversions. We're running along nicely. And anybody who wants to join in, there's an open seat there if anybody wants to, when I finish this little bit. Take a look at the link down there, Walter, slide share link. And if you want to follow it on the slides, please do so. We're just about to talk about blog hopping now. And I'm going to give you two methods of this. The first is blog hopping. What you do is you visit other people's blogs, okay? And you read their content and you give them high value comments in reply. Not the sort of thing that I sometimes get, which is really good blog, thanks, mate. That's not really engaging, is it? What you're looking for is people who've actually bothered to read your blog, take in what you're trying to tell them and make a sensible comment. And that therefore they'll expect you to do the same to them. So if you go on someone's blog and you read their stuff, really, really focus, concentrate, give them respect, listen, read what they're saying and make valid comments, you know, and share what you know. And on the next slide I've put on here, there's a little widget you can use in WordPress, which we call Comment Love. Has anybody heard of Comment Love? Comment Love is actually a free widget, which is in... don't seem to have a slide for that. Comment Love is a free widget inside WordPress, which you can use to, it automatically puts a signature and returns your latest blog onto the comments. So what you're getting is building up a relationship again. Hi, Lord TH Air. Are we all enlightened here? All enlightened, absolutely. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. We're just about to talk about the next part of this presentation, which is about giving content-rich comments to blogs that you visit to get your free traffic and to build up your know, like, and trust relationships with the people who are coming to your blog. Again, you're posting to try and help someone with a problem by offering a solution, yeah? So put yourself in the mind of the person who's out there and you're trying to help them with their business. And a good question to ask yourself, which I always do, if I saw the comment I've just written, would I actually like it? Would it be something that would impress me? So what I'm writing, I'm hoping other people will, value. Right, it's quite a lot to get through. There's a few rules that apply here, and it also applies to forum marketing. If anybody's ever tried forum marketing, that's where you go onto Google and you look for forums in the niche that you're targeting your traffic to. For example, in forum marketing, a very good one is Warrior Forum. In fact, it's the highest visited site on internet marketing, Warrior Forum. Any of you who've never been to Warrior Forum, it's well worth having a look. Don't say too much to start with, because there's some pretty awesome top marketers on there who, and what you're trying to do is learn from them to start with. If you have something valuable to comment on, someone's post or something like that, add your comment by all means, but don't start threads up at the beginning. You also have a very useful thing in Warrior Forum, which is your signature, and you're allowed to put a link in there to promote anything you're doing. I usually put my latest blog post in, and I find that people come and visit the blog from the forum, make very useful comments, and I've had a lot of people come and get involved in my business through Warrior Forum. But you have to do it regularly, and you have to do it consistently, and read the rules, because you get thrown off Warrior Forum if you do anything naughty. For example, putting promotional links everywhere. Now let's talk about paid traffic. Paid traffic is much faster. The responses you get from paid traffic, you put an ad out there, and the same day or the same week, you'll get quite a lot of traffic responding. For those of you who don't know, I use solo ads, and if anybody doesn't know what a solo ad is, I'll just go through it very quickly. It's basically a way where you pay a solo vendor who has a huge email list, and what you do is you pay him to share some of that list with your offer. So you pay him so much per click, and he guarantees you that, say, if you buy 300 clicks from him, you'll get 300 people access that email that you send out. And out of that, on a good solo ad, you can expect 40% opt-in. So that's pretty good. You're getting 40% of the people who look at your ad actually opting into your offer, which is normally a free offer. We talked about that in the last one on funnel design. You put a free offer out at the front to attract people, to engage them, and it should be something that is congruent with everything else you're doing. So you're building your funnel up in stages with a free offer at the front that leads on to upsells and middle cost offers, all in the same congruent pathway up to the back end offer at the end, which can be anything up to $10,000, $20,000. And of course, that's where the money is being made in your business, is through the back end offer. Hi, Magic Brad, Marketing Alchemist. Welcome, sir. Very pleased to see you on here. Thanks for coming in. We're at the point now. I've put a link in the side panel there on the slide share presentation. That's just a few slides to illustrate. We're talking about traffic, and I'm just talking about solo ads at the moment. I'm sure you know about solo ads. You're very welcome to join in a minute when I've just finished what I'm going to say. So with your solo ads, you're expecting 30 to 40% opt-in rate, yeah? So for every $100 you spend, you should get, for every 100 clicks you should get 40 people looking at your offer. And out of those, you can expect, on a good offer, you should be able to get 5 people actually following through. And then you can work out the statistics and make sure that you get the return on the investment. So for 100 clicks, if you're paying 40 cents a click, that's $40. So you want to make sure you're getting a lot more than $40 back on your solo ad. The other thing about solo ads is that if you set your funnel up properly and you have congruent offers, like I've just said, they'll continue through your sales funnel, getting more value at each stage. They'll end up with an affiliate ship or a monthly membership fee, which gives you what's called residual income. So you start getting monthly $40 or $50 in from 10 or 20 people. That's $500 a month, and that pays for all your solo ads. So, and all your software. So immediately your business becomes self-funding. I've been at that stage for about a year now, and the profits come in on the back-end sales, which we also talked about last week, and which you can catch on the replay, anyone who hasn't seen it. Now, the next trick to talk about is how to actually get good solo traffic. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who'll sell you traffic which goes nowhere. Often you'll find you click on a solo ad and it goes to your link via someone else's. So what happens is, hi Marketing iPro, that's Munir. Welcome, sir, and welcome Timothy. We seem to be getting a nice collection of people coming in today. Thank you all for joining me and seeing what we're talking about. As I've been saying, we're talking about at this moment solo ads, and how we're just about to talk about how to find good solo vendors. This is very important, very important. So listen up here, guys. Okay, solo vendors vary greatly, like every other thing you go and pay money for in the world. Some people are genuine, some people are starting out, and some people are trying to give the best service they possibly can. Others, unfortunately, aren't. So you need to know how to find the good ones. And I've put there's a slide here called how to find good solo ads. And these are the basic things you need to look at. And I strongly recommend going onto some of the testimonial sites on Facebook, like Solo Ad Testimonials, and there are lots of others, and ask the guys questions before you spend money with them. They'll come on and say, hey, I've got 300 clicks, send me the money and I'll send them out today. Not good enough. Has the person sent your offer to his list before? Has he done so in the last couple of days? You know, there's loads of questions you need to ask. How big is his list? If he's only got 200 people on the list, you know, that's not much good. And if you listen carefully to the answers you get, you'll soon know if you're getting a good vendor. And I mean, some of the vendors I've talked to are brilliant. I've had so much engagement. Some of them are now friends. One or two of them have come into my business through seeing my offer, and they've actually bought what I was promoting on their site. So that's how good solo ads can be. How are we doing? We're getting up to the next slide I was going to talk about, was how to create a squeeze page. Because to get people to look at your offer, you need to attract them. And this is the most important part, because if your squeeze page doesn't work and the email title doesn't attract them, then you're not going to get the opt-ins. They've got 5 seconds to look at your page. Most people make a choice just like that. They look at your page, yes or no. So if you've got time to pop in and look at that link which I put in the right there, which someone here says, I've personally never made money back from any of the solo ads I've purchased. I only use the solo ad to build my list and then start interacting. I absolutely and totally agree with that. I absolutely and totally agree with what you've just said. You're not interested. Front-end sales will never make you money. As you know, Crazy Chris 7, you will never make money out of front-end offers. That's where affiliateship falls down, because a lot of people join affiliate groups thinking they're going to make a ton of money on the front-end offer, and they only ever get paid on the front-end offer. So as soon as you've made all, you know, you're sending traffic to this wonderful thing and you're getting $10 or $20, 100% commissions on it. How many have you got to make $2,000? You've got to make a lot of sales. You've got to make $210 sales to make $2,000. How many $2,000 sales have you got to make? You've got to make one. You see, the back end of the sales funnel is where the money's made, and the affiliate marketers who encourage you to sell their front end for them, what you're doing is paying your own money to send traffic to these guys who are going to make money out of your back-end offer. I'm sure you all know this. It's Chris D. Wood. Yes, hi, Chris. Sorry, my friend. Yes, I don't know. Everybody uses funny names. Mr. World Famous joined. We need Mr. World Famous. We need Mr. World Famous. Hello, sir. Anyone who wants to join in, we're nearly there at the time when I'm going to share this. Greetings, sir. It proves that the sound's working. We're now talking about squeeze pages. I've put a link in the side. And as you can see, is it still there? Do you want me to put it in again, or can you all see slideshare.net? Excellent. And hi, Rashid. Welcome to you as well. Yes, come on in, Rashid. I'm just going to finish this little presentation first, if that's all right with you. You're on audio only. That's fine.
Hello.
Hello.
This is me, Rashid, and my nickname is Richard. I'm from Algeria. I'm 21 years old. I work waiter at hotel. What about you, man?
Yeah, I was working on people's back problems for many years, and I've just stopped and become a full-time marketer this year, which is very nice. I'm just doing, Rashid, I'm just going to ask you if you can wait for a couple of minutes, because I'm just finishing this presentation and then I'm going to open it up to everybody. Is that okay with you? Just sit and listen just for a couple of minutes so I can get all my stuff out. I'm just talking about squeeze page design. Yeah? Have you ever used squeeze pages, Rashid?
What does that mean, squeeze page design? You mean building pages with coding or what?
No, just designing a page with an opt-in form and promoting an offer using a page. If you look on the little link on the slide share there in the box, I'll put it in again for you. And what you can do... don't think I've put it in. That's why it hasn't worked. Can anybody see slide share? Yes, there it is. That would have helped if I'd press enter, wouldn't it, guys? Sorry about that. There's the slide share link. And that's what I've been talking about for the last 10 minutes, thinking you could see it. Never mind.
Yes, I can see the link. So what I have to do now?
Just click on the link and then you'll see a slide presentation, which is what I'm using to remember what I want to say. So let me carry on. Squeeze page design. Squeeze page is like a landing page and a sales page. Okay, it's the same thing basically. It's you're saying that, would you be interested in getting more traffic? If so, give me your email address. Click on the link. That's yes,
Richard.
Yes.
Listen. Speak slowly, man.
Speak.
I'm not native.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So. Actually, I'm just trying to explain to everybody what a squeeze page is and how it works. So if you click on...
I'm on that website. I'm on that website. Now I'm in slide share.
Yeah, I've been running too fast for you.
Elite traffic and conversion.
That's the one. Yeah, click on that. That's where we are. And we're up to about page 20 on that at the moment. Talking about squeeze pages. It's something you can visit anytime you like, that slide show, because it's got all these important factors in. I shall also be putting a recording of this on my blog.
Please, wait. So what is your target to see this? I mean, what is your target to let me see what you send me?
It's that link on the right there. The slide share, Richards.
Yeah, I got it. I understand what you said. Yeah, I'm on that website. I see the squeeze page, as you said, left and right.
Yes.
What
I'm doing is
start your free blog, get properly hosted domain name, and use it to start free blog with WordPress. Yeah, your hub site. You won't be pitching product on here. Instead, you'll be building up a trust with your visitors by offering them a solution to their problems.
This is what I'm using to as a prompter. Instead of writing notes down, I'm using that slide share today to cover all the topics. Do you understand that? We're up to page where we're talking about squeeze pages now. If you get onto page 20, on that link, you'll see what is a squeeze page.
Okay, now I did everything. I squeezed. Yeah,
right. What I'm going to explain is this page 20, what you need to know about squeeze pages. This is for beginners and people who haven't done much marketing. Maybe they've never heard of a squeeze page. You see, Rashid, some people don't know what they are. I'm just going to explain that it promotes your offer, whether it's a free offer or whether it's a paid offer. For example, if you've written an ebook and you want to give it away to people, you'll make a squeeze page with that free book on there, and people will come and order it and give you their email address. Once they have your email address, then you can send them more offers. That's how it works. So a squeeze page is
for free.
Absolutely. Always start with a free offer. That's what I do, and that's how I build my list. And then I have people I can talk to, send emails to, find out what they're looking for in their business, and try and help offer solutions to help them build what they're doing. So always start with a free offer. Otherwise, most people won't bother if you start trying to sell them something as soon as they meet you. They want to get to know you, which is what this is all about today, is how to build up a relationship with people before you start offering them things they're going to buy. It's
okay, good. That's
absolutely
really good.
If you go into a shop and someone runs up to you and says, "Here, buy this, it's $30, you'll say, "No, go away." But if they say, "Sit down, man, what's your name? Have a cup of tea. How are you doing? What do you do for a living?" Then you start to warm up to them, you know? And that's basically what the blog and the squeeze pages are all about. building up a nice relationship with people. Do you see that?
So,
Yes, sir.
Richard, you want me to build?
No, I just want to show you how you can do that. And today, I'm just talking about what I do in my business. I don't know what you do. I want to find out what you do. I'm interested, you know. So what do you do?
Yeah, I am. As I told you, I am a waiter, and sometimes I'm in a free time doing front-end web developer. Sometimes, yes, on my
Fantastic.
PC.
So you've got some good IT knowledge.
Yes, I know a little bit of HTML5, CSS. I know a little bit of Bootstrap, WordPress.
So what you can be doing with all that knowledge is offering little reports and ebooks to people. Find yourself something that you would like to promote for money, but start off with a relationship. You probably have a list already, do you not? Do you have a list of people?
I don't have any list. I don't have any website now. I don't need no website now. I'm on it. I'm on project. I'm on project to build the website. I don't know what kind of website I have to build, but I'm on this project. I'm trying to build something like bring some courses, free courses that I have on my DVD, put on my website, and give people these courses for free. Just
fantastic. You are already halfway to being a professional marketer. Well, you probably are already. All you have to do now is find some more offers which will help them further, which they pay for at a later date. If they like what you're giving them free, if your books and...
Richard, sorry for interrupting. This courses is for Linda. Do you know Linda?
I've heard of, yes, yeah.
Yeah. I have Linda courses on my DVD, and I have some programs. I wish to build this website for this content. I mean, with the DVD, with courses, HTML, JavaScript, Ajax, jQuery, PHP, Ruby, all this stuff. Put it.
What I'm going to ask you now, if you're okay with this, is to give me another 2 minutes. I'm going to stop the conversation and just finish my presentation. Then I'm going to open the floor up to everybody to share. Would that be all right with you? Because there are about 12 people on here who want to listen to the rest of the show before we start talking. Would you be okay to hang on until I've finished with that? It's about another 2 minutes, Rashid.
Look. It's no problem. It's no problem, Richard. Call me Richard.
So is mine.
My name is Richard. Yes. Okay, no problem. Take your time.
Okay.
I'm here.
Just for now, Rashid, just for 2 minutes, I'm going to mute you just so I can finish the presentation because it's too confusing otherwise. But I'm not being rude. I'm just going to take us on through Squeeze Pages.
Look, I put you,
so on page
on
21 of that thing, we're going to talk about what we've just said, actually, which is to offer a free ebook or a video or something and put that onto your Squeeze page. There are 3 important elements, guys, in a Squeeze page. The first one is the title, because you know when you open your email in the morning, there are probably 20 or 30 titles in there, most of which you're just not interested in. Now, so if you get a title that engages somebody, like I did today, I thought I did a very good one. I said, gather ye rosebuds while ye may. And what I actually said was gather ye blab while you may. In other words, at 2 o'clock I'm doing a blab. After that it's finished, and I got quite a lot of response to that. The second thing you need is on your Squeeze page is a graphic, because as you all know, a graphic image speaks 1,000 words, and if you get a good image, something a little bit unusual, a title and a graphic that's unusual, then you're going to engage people. And the third element is a call to action. Okay, you have to ask people. You can't just put your offer out there and sit about waiting. You have to say, come on, guys, come in, come and see me, come and look at my offer. So call to action. If you're looking at the link, which I've put in there, on page 23, I've made a title for my page, which I've said, this new free ebook reveals. That's in the big headline. And underneath, my 3 ninja traffic methods for maximum opt-in rates to your front-end offer. Now, anybody who wants to build their own list and build their own Squeeze page, immediately they see that, they're going to say, that's going to help me. That's what I'm looking for, you know. So then we go on to the next one. There's a picture on page 24 of that slide share. I've just put a really stupid picture in free ebook. Now that's not going to engage anybody, is it?
Good.
But if you put your title in with the free ebook,
do you have a website?
now you're going to learn something. Pay attention to this, because this is gold dust now, this next bit. If you just click the download button, if I just ask for the email immediately, somebody's email address, you know, that will put them off. But if I say, here's the ebook, would you like it? If you do want it, download. If you're looking at that image on number 25 there, you'll see a green button. Now look at the next one.
Richard.
This is the call to action.
Richard.
Once they've clicked and made a decision, they haven't given you their email yet. They go on to another one. It says, the call to action says, oops, I forgot to ask for your email. So sorry, I'm about to send you the book. Please will you give me your email address? Do you know what that is? It's called a two-phase lead box. And the conversion on the two-phase lead box is probably 30% higher than a single phase. Excuse me, I'm all excited there. A single phase lead box.
Richard?
So that is the best bit of information I can give you on there. And I hope that's helped. Say that again.
Richard.
Okay, I shall say it again. Have you got the page open, reality auction? Have you got the page open, the page there? Have you got that page open? I'm going to let Munir come in here and listen as well, because he's another guy, but I'm going to keep him muted until I've finished. Just say hi, Munir.
Hello there. No, I'm listening. I just want to come on and listen to you. Once you're done, then we'll have that.
Just going to mute you till the end of this little bit, okay? Nothing personal. So you were looking at... oh, you haven't got it open. Okay, I'll put the link in again for you, reality auction. Just give me a moment. I'll just put the link in. So a lot of people have come in halfway through this, which is great, and I'm very pleased. And we've got a few people from Australia who, it's 1 o'clock in the morning down there, don't you? And that's commitment. You see, 1 o'clock in the morning, those Australian guys. Can you see that now? The slide share. Can you see that link? If you can, just click on it and you'll see a presentation. We're actually 2/3 of the way through the presentation, but no worries. It's going to be available on my blog site, and I'll give you a link to that at the end. We're talking about a two-phase lead box. So I'm going back to page 26 of that presentation. If you can see that, guys. On page 26 it says, invite your lead to act, the moment of truth. You've got 5 seconds with your squeeze page to get them to commit. They're either going to go love it, or they're going to go bye-bye and go and look at something else. Yeah? It's exciting. I love this. I love doing this so much. I love seeing how I can make it work. So the call to action, this is the part where you ask for your email address, but you haven't done that yet. You've told them what the offer is, the free offer, which we talked about, and you've got a little green button, click to download. That's called a micro commitment. So as soon as they click on the I would like to download, they still haven't given you their email address. Do you understand? So they go to another page. As soon as they click on yes, please, it takes you to the page of 28 on that presentation. Now, that's just the one I've knocked up, which is a bit of nonsense, really. It just says, oops, sorry, I forgot to ask for your email. And they're already committed. They're already excited. They want your offer. Oh, click in, put in the email address, bang, away it goes. Okay? So that's a two-phase lead box. Does that make sense? It's reality. It's realty. Sorry, we don't have the word realty in the UK. Realty isn't a thing we say in the UK. We just say estate agent. We're very old-fashioned. Realty as instead of reality, and big apology. So sorry, my friend. So, are you okay? You were asking about that two-phase lead box. I've done it very clearly. I hope that made sense. Did that make sense? Yep, Chris. That's Chris. Chris. I'm going to stop the presentation now, and yeah, it is a good tip. It's an amazing tip. It's gold dust, that, because you know it increases your opt-ins from 10% to 30% just using a two-phase lead box. I know that for a fact because I've tried both. I've done what we call split testing, where you put two pages out, one with a two-phase lead box and one with a single opt-in. And the difference is great. You know, I put 500 clicks, 250 with each one. Bang, bang, boom, away it went. Some people are leaving now and some people are joining. So I'm going to unmute a few people now. Anybody who wants to join in the free-for-all, Here we go. Munir, welcome, my friend. As I said, I've been through the demo. Yes, I'll put the link. That link will be up there. Realty auction. It'll be up there for as long as it needs to be. And there's another one there as well, which is all about sales funnels, how to build an awesome sales funnel. Both of those will be up there. And also, if you visit my blog, you can see all this stuff with video. So I'll just put it's actually in my profile on here, but I'll put it in as well, because what I want to do is get anyone who's interested. I'll just try and remember my email, my website address. Oh yeah, I should know that by. There it is. That's where to go if you want to read and watch any of my videos. I did 11 this month, last month, so I'm trying to do one every 2 or 3 days, just to, I'm on a rush and a roll, just like Munir is with his periscoping. He's got the bug, man. I tell you, he won't stop. What do you use for your squeeze page? I use two things. I only use free software plus a program I've also got through the partnership I'm in, which is a free page builder. But what I use is Composer, which actually, once you get the hang of it, is very easy, and Microsoft Expression Web. Microsoft is another free piece of software, and you can do some great things. You can edit your page. You can do all sorts of things. Draw graphics in Paint and Photoshop, and then link them in through my autoresponder. Put the coding into the button, the button which says download here. You've got to straight into your autoresponder. So that's something I can show you how to do. In fact, I'm going to do a blog. Thank you for saying that, Realty Auction. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a blog just on how to put active buttons onto squeeze pages. A lot of people have a lot of problems with that. Isn't that true, Munir?
That's right. That's right. I've never actually made a squeeze page till yet.
Well, that's good. Now you can try.
I've never actually made a squeeze page because I've got a few vendors who actually create the squeeze page for me, and I actually prefer it that way at the moment as well, because I'm quite new in the market. I'm still learning, and I've got a few vendors who make the squeeze page for me. They guarantee me a 35% opt-in rate, and if they fail to do that, then they'll triple my money back. Or they put another 1,000 clicks for free.
Amazing.
So, if you've got someone like that, 35% is amazing, because I don't know where I saw it already. Someone had an 8% opt-in rate on their squeeze page, and that kind of put me back.
I'm just going to say hello to the laird who's put a long question in, and I'm going to answer that any second now. But let's just finish what Munir is saying. Then that's a very interesting question. You must have some awesome products there, my friend. They're too good to be true. We have one like that, don't we, Munir? We're about to release some amazing stuff onto the internet, which really is seriously over-delivering. In fact, everything I ever do and we ever do in marketing needs to be an over-delivery. You need to give more value than the price of the commodity. And that's what looks like you're doing there. I'd love to know all about this. One is a TV channel franchise. It's the only one in existence. I'm going to PM you. That's quite interesting. It won a media award. It's a bit out of my scale of marketing. This sounds like something on a national or international level. If you're at that level, you need to pay somebody. You just followed me. Cheers, mate. You need to pay somebody to outsource some of this stuff, because it looks like you need someone with some serious marketing knowledge to help you market these products. I mean, I'd love to have a go, but you have commission-based agents, so you're already doing that. These guys are out there selling your stuff for you. Is that right? Promoting your stuff, referral-based. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Any comments on that, Munir? And anybody else who wants to join the chat, by the way, if you want to come in, the laird, you're very welcome to. Here he comes. Here he goes. Now we're going to hear about it. Excellent. What's your first name, sir? Just wait till you come on here. Audio only. That's fine.
Hello, okay. Ian.
You're on, sir.
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm enjoying this very much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I am just been looking for people, including people around the world, to get this out. About 4 years ago, I started to develop a television channel, and we were going to launch last year on Sky, and I was kind of betrayed, let down by a couple of representatives, and I had to kind of pull out because we needed basically 4 people to be compliance officers for the license. So I pulled out, and I decided to turn it into a franchise, which means that I can franchise it out to 8 different territories around the world, States, Canada, etc., etc. And I could enable this brand to go worldwide. The brand is called One World Television.
Sounds very interesting.
It's an alternative because basically we are trying to support the artists and bring, put the finances back into the industry. And 2, it's a reaction against what the industry is doing. And what the industry is doing during my last 3 years of research is pretty corrupt, basically. It's a mogul operated industry. And these mogul corporations work for the shareholders' interest.
Yeah.
Basically, when a multi-billionaire TV company sells billions of shares, what executives have to do, they have to show profits every year. They have to show these graphs that are impressive and squeeze more and more profits. Otherwise, the shareholders start pulling out. Right?
I'm going to stop you there. I hope you don't think I'm being rude, but this is going to confuse a lot of people who are beginners in marketing. What I would like to do is get in touch with you and talk about this on a one-to-one. I think this is going to confuse the people on here who are actually trying to understand what squeeze page is.
Do that on Twitter. And
would that be all right with you?
Yeah.
I'm really not being rude and I'm not cutting you out. I'm very interested, but I don't know how many other people are. So let's do that on a one-to-one. Cheers for letting me know. I shall be following you with great interest and I'll be in touch. Is that okay? Thank you. What's your first name?
It's just gone off, yeah. I was completely confused because I don't really understand that business, to be honest with you, and I was trying to figure it out.
No, that is he's got a business, TV business, which he wants to franchise out and make, and find people who know what they're doing to market it for him. And I just felt that a lot of people on this call probably aren't here for that sort of thing. So I wasn't being rude. I was just Google. Yep. Okay. Thank you. I was very interested in what you're saying. Has anybody else got anything on a slightly simpler level for us that we could talk about on here? Anyone who's got something related to marketing, traffic and conversions, which is the topic? I've taken you through the slideshow and I'll put the link in again because I think some people found that useful. You can go there and is this helpful to anybody? I'm hoping to get some feedback. Yeah. Hi, Walter. Welcome, my friend. Here's the link again. Just put it in for you. It's we've been talking about traffic and conversions and how traffic is very easy to get, as Munir will agree, because I know Munir gets tons and tons of traffic, free and paid. But traffic isn't a problem. The problem is, how do you turn that traffic into sales? How do you monetize all the hard work you've done? Have a little word about that, Munir.
This is the most amazing thing now. Look, I woke up in the morning today, Richard.
Yeah.
Woke up in the morning and had my breakfast. I don't really like to look at my emails or phones in the morning. So I had my breakfast, had a shower, had breakfast. And the first thing I done, checked my emails, and I saw I've got 1 or 2 sales already in the morning. And I still don't know where from. So obviously one was a front end. One was an upsell for 177. And not even that, she also joined an affiliate club. All, what I'm going to get paid monthly already, just today morning. Yesterday, I had another sale as well. And everything's just happening automatically because, the free traffic is amazing. If you know how to, get the momentum on it, because, traffic, people think is the hardest thing. But the reality is, it's the most easiest thing, but you just have to stick to it. People don't have the patience to stick to it. They try it for weeks, 2 weeks, even a month, and that's it. They walk away. They think it doesn't work, and they try to find the next shiny platform where the free traffic will come. And for those who are looking for free traffic, if you go, because I'll tell you one thing, and I've actually figured out myself, there isn't a single place that there's there's free traffic. There isn't a single place. Every single platform, every single social network, you can drive traffic because someone else is driving traffic. It's just the way you approach it.
Do you know what? I'll just say one thing there. I put a Twitter out an hour before this started, just saying, "Come on, guys, come on here and let me know what you're up to." And I've had an opt-in onto the BCB, which is one of the things I promote, and the person didn't even come on this call yet. It was nothing to. They went to my site because I asked them to come on this call and join us. They went to my site, read what I'd put on about the BCB, and joined it. So, you know, you just don't know. And one day I was out for the day. I went to the museum with my family. I thought, I've had enough internet. I hate the internet. Let's blow the computer up and go away for the day. And when we came back, we had sales. You know, I think it was another $1,000 sale that day. And we'd been sitting in a restaurant in Newport in Wales and just been to a lovely museum and had a wonderful day out. And I was earning money and I didn't even know it. And there's something very nice about that. You've done the work 3 months before very often, haven't you?
Because I've only been in the market for about 2.5 months, Richard, you know that as well. I've never done no marketing whatsoever before that, no experience whatsoever. The only experience I had was join the Quick Start Challenge and come straight into iPro. So I had no experience way before that. Way before that, I was a forex trader, which is completely a different topic that I don't want to discuss in here anyway. But once I come in there, I've just, you know what it is? I've just learned and applied and took action.
I just want to say something about that, Munir, because Munir and I and one or two other people on this call have actually joined in with a mentor who's already a hugely successful mentor. And we've taken a big commitment found somebody we really trust and liked, and he's showing us the ropes and really delivering masses of helpful information. And he's helping us build our business. And that's another topic completely, which I will talk about on here, but not this week. But if anybody's interested, they can contact me or Munir, and we'll tell them about that, or anybody else. Yeah?
You know, look, I'm brand new. Obviously, you know that, Richard, as well. I just been there for 2.5 months. And you know what it is? It's all depends on the person, how they actually take action. It's very simple. You just focus for 1-2 hours a day. And that's it. And and if you apply your strategy, what they teach you, there's no chance of failure in here anyway. And I've seen sales come in every odd 2-3 days now, to be honest with you. It's something that I actually enjoy doing as well. You know,
the important thing there is that the traffic and coming on these calls is great. You sit there and you listen for an hour to us chatting away about what we're doing, and then you go off. And if you don't take action yourself, then you've missed the whole point. The moment of taking action is when you're inspired. 24 hours later, your mind has gone back to its routine, its habit, and I've got to go to work tomorrow. I've got to pick the kids up, and you've forgotten that moment you had of tingle, which is why I call it a tingle, of excitement when you just want to make it happen. And, you know, Munir's very good at that, taking action. We've both got awards this month for being amazing action takers.
Richard was the action taker of the week for this week, so I was last week. But yeah, it's amazing, you know. It's not only about the money as well, it's about the community that you're in. Richard, what did you actually think about the actual Facebook community in iPro itself?
Well, the group we're in, I've never met anything like it. These guys are all trying to build their own business, but they go out of their way to actually support everyone else in the group. And someone's having a hard week. I had a hard month. I went into hospital recently, and all I got was support. It was weird. You know, I've never known it with my family. I've never known it with my friends, but in this group, because everybody's so focused in what they're doing, but honestly, Munir, it is true, but I really don't want to use this as a bench to promote what we're doing. I just want to find out what other people are doing on here. If anybody's interested, they can message you or they can message me and we can talk about it. But on here, I just want to talk about other people's things, yeah?
Definitely.
What the guys on here, yeah?
I do get too excited and I do go off track. You know, it's just where I am. So I'm going to try to zip that for the second, leave that to the side. But talking about traffic and conversions, you know, like you said, traffic is the most easiest thing to do. People think that is the most hardest thing. You know, if I wanted to build a list and I've got the budget, I could have a list of 10,000 people within next week if I've got the budget. You know, having a list is easy. Pulling traffic is easy. But it's like you said, it's about how you convert them. And that you need a nice funnel. For someone like me, I had no idea. You know,
what I'm trying to point out on here is the difference between the free traffic and the paid traffic, and that is something I'm actually very keen to try and get over on this call, because the quality of the free traffic is going to be far, far higher, and the engagement rate and the communication for the people that you meet on Warrior Forum, on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and on here, these are one-to-one engagements. We're making friends with people. You know, this is what marketing is all about. The paid traffic, which you're talking about, is cold traffic. That's traffic that has never heard of you, doesn't know what you do, doesn't trust you, doesn't know you, doesn't like you. They're hoping for the best. And, you know, if they come in on a numbers game, that 1 in 500 people or 1 in 200 people or whatever, but the one-to-one is 100% conversion rate if you do your job properly. You're not selling to people, you're building a relationship with them. And that's what I'm just trying to get over, the difference between spending your time and spending your money. You'll go.
No, I was talking about, you know, if you really want to build a list, you could build it, but turning that list into conversion is quite hard because of the cold traffic.
Yeah.
As everyone knows, solo ads is completely cold traffic. They don't know you. You know, you need to build that relationship, and it takes that could take a long time as well. That could take a long time. Talking about free traffic now, for me personally, the way I've experienced it, it's quite hard work, to be honest with you. You have to be there every single day, you know, at least 30 minutes on whatever platforms you're using. Spend about 30 minutes to an hour just to, you know, communicate with people, give them value, you know, let you, you know, brand yourself, let them to get to know you, you know, that could take a long time. It could take you months, weeks, months, even, you know, 6 months down the line or a year. But once that free traffic, you know, starts, you know, the momentum picks up and you have branded yourself. That's when it becomes so easy for you to, you know, people just automatically come onto your list, they communicate with you, they come and attract you, you know, because I get a lot of Facebook private messages nowadays. People ask me so many questions. I help them.
Put your headphones on because I get an echo here.
Should I put my headphones on?
Yeah, you're echoing back. I've just muted you until you put them on again. Yeah, I want to try and avoid echo on here because nobody can hear a thing. That wasn't you, it was someone else, but no blame. Without building that relationship and engaging people, you will get nowhere. You're absolutely right. And that's 7110. I can't quite work out who you are, but it's a difficult name. But yeah, absolutely right. It's all about relationships. And if you look at that link, I've put that in the slides. Is this helping people out there? Just say in the chat box if you're engaged in what we're talking about and you're finding it useful, because that to me really is what I want to know. Crazy Chris is having audio problems.
No, I think the audio did go for a second. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. I got feedback. I could hear your voice 3 or 4 times coming through my headset. Somebody's got speakers on, I think. What I want to ask you, as I said, everybody, is there's quite a lot of people on here. We've had 43 people through, and we've got 10 live at the moment. Have any of you gained anything from this? Has it been useful? Because I've got to go shortly. I think it's nearly, I've got to go at 3 o'clock, guys. So I'll put, do contact me through the Blab chat thing there and the profile. If you've got anything you want to explore further, I'd be really happy to do it. Not for any other reason than I enjoy it, and like Munir says, the greatest buzz we get. Yeah, absolutely right. Blab is a really great way to build relationships, which is what we're doing here. I mean, I'm not doing this because I want you all to come and spend loads of money with me. I'm doing it because I want to build relationships, and who knows, somebody might really benefit from my offer, or vice versa. Somebody wants to ask an off-topic question. Do you want to, Professor Tom? Do you want to ask it online, or do you want to ask it in the chat box? I'll call in. Here he comes. This is Tom Gallucci from Thomas Gallucci. Sounds an Italian name. Sounds very nice. Thomas. He's got his picture. He should be in a second. Thomas. Hey. Hiya. Fire away, sir. Nice to meet you, Richard and Munir.
Good to meet you, folks. Hello. And you got the name right. It is Italian. The question is, my local library, and I'm in a fairly large-ish town. But
in which country? In Italy?
No, I'm in America.
Okay.
So it's annoyed me when I go to the library and I'll search for a book and they don't have it. And I'm this tempted to start like a blog or a website or something that says, here are all the books my library doesn't have. And every time I do a search, then I'll create an affiliate link to Amazon. And I'm wondering, would that be perceived as maybe not a threat? That's not quite the right word. But would it be a net negative or a net positive?
I can see that as very positive, because you're providing a solution for somebody who's as hacked off as you are about not being able to get the books. So you could put a report together with a list of all the books that are unavailable and where to get them, and immediately people would start coming and looking at what you've said. And then if you wanted to build a business out of that, who knows? But everything can be but everything you do is a solution to someone else's problem. You just have to find those people. I mean, I've got tons of information, and, if I could find the people who needed it, which is what I'm trying to do, I can provide solutions for people's problems in many walks of life, and so can Munir. And so we all can on here. We all know stuff, and we're individual. There's no one else like us. And what you're talking about there, Thomas, is brilliant. Yeah, my wife loves reading, and she just gets so annoyed with the public library herself. She's into archaeology and esoterics and all that sort of thing. And every time she looks for a book, it's not in the library. It takes them 3 months to get it, and so we end up having to buy them.
Right. And so I don't want to be antagonistic. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's the theme that I have on and by theme, I mean visual theme, not, or maybe it's the way you present it, not, you know.
You don't need to antagonize people you want to be trying to engage with them. And if, the best way to engage is to actually say, look, I know there's a problem here. You aren't doing things, and I'd like to be able to help you. Even the library, you might be able to go and see the National Library, and say, look, I think we could do something here. Just explore ways of helping, really. That's
and
what
if nothing
marketing
else, if you make a couple bucks off the affiliate link, so be it.
Of course. Well, absolutely. We're here to make money as well. We have to make a living, and we're spending our time. I was a chiropractor for 30 years. I used to fix people's backs, and I didn't charge them for the back treatment. I charged them for my time, because, 20 hours or 10 hours in a day, rather, that's a lot of time out of my life. And I can't do anything else while I'm doing that. And marketing's the same. I love this with a passion. So does Munir. So does everybody in this call today. They're all here because they want to market, or they're marketing and they're successful. So, and somebody just said here, Crazy Chris has said, find a niche you enjoy, which isn't saturated, and make a great living. You see, there it is. That's exactly it. So has everybody got some value from this so far? That's what I want to know, because I'm going to be doing these every week, and Munir does one about 25 times a day, So
on Periscope. I just love Periscope. I'm getting used to Blab because Richard is. I've never knew Blab even existed. Richard told me, and I actually come on there because of Richard as well.
Somebody disagrees with Chris that you can make a living from any niche. Okay, we better get Chris on here.
Yeah, I can't say that I have personal success, but as we know, at least in a capitalistic society, in a capitalistic economy, the root word there is capitalize. It means that there's something that you can do that few or no one else can do, and then you charge a price and make a profit because you're competing asymmetrically. Nobody else can do that thing. You can. And therefore, your reward is it doesn't necessarily have to be in currency, right? It could be in goodwill, but you get something in return.
So, Chris, do you want to answer that? Because you just made a point that you no. Sorry, I'm getting very confused here. Who disagreed with Chris?
WGP7110.
All right. Well, Chris, do you want to say how you can make a niche in any? You've put yourself on the spot here, my friend. Pleased to see you, by the way. Hello.
Hi there.
How you doing, Chris?
No, I know you can definitely make money in any niche. What I meant by that was, obviously, if you're in a niche that there aren't, thousands of people trying to sell their their products on or give their information, you can make a hell of a lot more money.
Mm-hmm.
Less competition. Of course, you can make money on any niche. It comes down to promoting it. If you know what you're doing, know what you're talking about. But what I'm saying is there are a lot of niches out there that people aren't even aware of. You may have an expertise, in one of them, and you can make a killing. Competition is much less. That's all I meant by that.
I just want to welcome Shazam and ask Shazam if. Don't go. Oh, Chris. Oh no. Thomas has gone. It's confusing, isn't it? Yeah, welcome. And I'm still asking people two things. One is make sure you give me lots of claps by clicking on my portrait.
WGP7110.
Oh, excellent. No, thank you. Yeah, you have to vacate a seat here. You can only see 4 people at a time on. But yeah, give me lots of claps. Give us all claps and things because apparently it's good for us. I don't know why. I don't know what that's about.
It's probably similar to the hearts on Periscope.
Yeah, I think it ranks you or something. But anyway, I want to get up to 1,000 now. So
there you go.
There you go.
But that's nothing to do with why I'm on here, honestly. Anybody else got any question? It's been great, and it's very difficult to engage with 12 people at the same time. So I have to keep an eye on the chat box, an eye on the top line, and try and also stick on topic, which was elite traffic and conversions, which we seem to have strayed off now. I'm going to put that link in once more, guys, which is the slide presentation that I prepared for today, which is a bit boring, but it does actually give a lot of good information. I'm still getting the hang of how to do slide share. It's I'd like to be able to do it with sort of beatbox music, but I haven't worked out how yet. So there's the slide share. Anyone who missed the talk, you can get the replay. I'm going to have to go in a second. You can get a replay of this on my Blab, and you can. Hi, Danny. You've just arrived. We haven't closed down yet, but we're near the end of the presentation. But you're very welcome. Nice to see you. That's Danny Oberman, who's a management consultant who knows a bit about this stuff. So I've just put a slide share in which sums up what I was talking about for beginner marketers today. What I was talking about was, how to get free traffic, how to get paid traffic, what the difference is between the two, how to engage people, how to draw and attract people through a squeeze page, and how to get them to commit to your offer. And it's all in that slide presentation and the replay. So I hope that's helped. If anybody has any final questions before we sort of turn it into a free for all, let's give Munir a few more clicks because he's been sitting there like a good bloke.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Richard, can I ask you a question, a bit off topic?
Sure. Everybody seems
to. It's about close-up magic.
That's
in 5 days. What date is it exactly on? Because I don't want to miss that.
I'll contact you about that. I don't want to get into magic tricks on here today. I mean, that's Munir is a bad man. What he's trying to do is get me to get sponge balls, put them into my hand like that, and then blow on them and they disappear. But I'm not going to do that because it's not professional. I refuse to do magic on. Oh, it's too late. Never mind. Anybody got anything to say? Because that's what this is about. Is to. Oh, I got plenty of. They're more interested in the magic than they are in the marketing. Excellent. Free traffic is the way to go. I feel people who don't pay a load of money don't need to pay a load of money. I totally agree with that comment there.
Exactly.
I totally agree. 100%. 99% of your effort needs to go into your free traffic because the paid traffic works on its own. All you do is chuck the money at someone and then sit back.
There who've made their money using free methods, whether it be forum marketing, email marketing, using your own list, blog hopping.
Forums are another one. I love forum marketing. I don't know about you, but I go onto Warrior Forum.
Social marketing. Working with like Twitter or Facebook or whatever. Yeah,
I 100% agree with that comment there about free traffic because Shazam wants to ask Chris something.
Go ahead, Shazam.
Shazam, you're on. We're waiting for you to ask your question to Chris, unless you want to PM him. If you don't want to do it on here, that's fine. He's crazy Chris 57, 67. 67? You don't look 67. Never mind.
That's the year I was born. What lead generation?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Well, it all depends on what you're looking for. What type of business. Again, it could be any business. Any niche online. They all work for any of them, really. You can, if you're good at writing, you can, get a blog going and start sharing your posts that you write on your blog with your social media. Then you can go on other people's blogs, read their posts, which are in the same niche that you're involved in. If the information is relevant to you, and if you like what you read, comment on it. Not just thank you, great blog, but if you have some input that may not have been, written on that particular post, put it in your comments, add it in there, and you're creating some value right there. And what that will do is that can get people who are reading that post and reading the comments to possibly click back on your link back to your own blog, your own post using Comment Love.
I put a lot of this in the presentation in the brief.
Yep.
This is I've actually totally agree with that. You can blog hopping is very powerful.
Yeah.
And there's a little trick we learned from a chap called Louis Doughty, which if you've got pay attention to this is brilliant. You can only do this, as far as I know, through Firefox, yeah. And you type in a little Alexa, but you type in a pre-search.
Yep.
I've got it somewhere. It's extremely powerful. If you want to find forums that are active in your niche, and people who are online and all this thing, it's a bit of a ninja trick. But I can't remember it. Hang on.
Yes. Backlinking. Yeah, you can put on your post that you're sharing, or I really wouldn't put links. You don't have to put a link on the comments when you're commenting on people's posts. What you do is you use a plugin called Comment Love. And what that does is it'll give you an option of your previous posts that you've written on your blog. You have the option of putting one of those there, so when people click on it, it'll bring them to that post on your blog and see what you have to offer.
What I was talking about, Chris, was a completely different thing. This was a Google search trick.
Yeah. No, I was just answering what.
But I beg your pardon.
What question he had.
Sorry, Chris. Yeah, I'm jumping there.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, using the Google search, using that small technique. I wish I had it in front of me. I'd share it. I don't have it, unfortunately, right now. But it is. It really does. It takes you right to, relevant blogs.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do a blog post just on that technique because it's found me so much traffic. I'll do that because if I start going into Firefox now, I'll probably lose this call and everybody will disappear. And after it's been hard enough to get you all here, I don't want to go and lose you now. Yes, I'm forced to moderate every comment in WordPress. Yeah. Tons of spam, even though I'm using Askimet. Any suggestions?
First of all, what you might do to get rid of the spam, I simply use the WP Spam Guard, which is a free WordPress plugin you can get right on the post. If you're using WordPress, you can just do a search in the plugins for anti-spam, and it'll bring up the WP Spam Block or Spam Guard, whatever it's called.
There's also something in the chat box that somebody's put in to answer Danny's question.
Yeah.
That's also helpful. Yeah. I mean, Askimet doesn't have a great reputation in some areas.
I used it for a little bit, but I was still getting a lot of crap. So I changed over just to the WordPress plugin, and it's definitely gotten rid of pretty much all of it. I don't get it anymore.
Mr. Popular Chris is getting another question.
And as far as the moderating a comment, what you can do is in your settings area, once a person has made a comment on one of your, you can set it up. There's I forget which question it is. There's a way of setting up so that once a person has left a comment on one of your previous posts, you won't get asked again to moderate their particular comment before it gets put onto the site. I use that also so that my regulars, I don't have to go back and moderate what my regulars, my regular readers comment. It's all in these settings on the general settings area or the discussion area under the settings in your WordPress back office.
Right, listen, guys. I've got something great to share with you now. I've found that. I've just found that ninja trick I was telling you about. It's in URL. It's called, and I'm going to type in a link. If you type that into your search engine in Firefox, that anything you put in inverted commas in that little link will come. You can define your search in Google using all those different, comments closed. Those are just 3 I put in at random just to show you. But in URL blog, if you want to change the name from blog to something else, this is a really good marketing trick. I wasn't going to tell anybody. but
now.
I've learned that you share stuff. Hello, we've got the youngest member of the team has just arrived. Here she comes.
The future iPro marketer right there.
What do you want? Yeah, of course I could. Give me a second. She wants me to staple one of her papers.
There's the in URL blog. There's I'll silence you for a minute, Munir.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Right, so there's the in URL, post a comment, comments closed, you must be logged in. Those are the 3 parameters I put into that search. If you go onto Firefox, you can fire up Alexa and you can see just how many hits some of these posts, some of these forums get. If you went to forum marketing in a big way, have a go with that and tell me next week what happened, because I use that a lot and I've had amazing results with that. Does anybody have any questions about in URL, or has anybody heard of it before? Do let me know in the chat box.
You're right with that. Take care.
Yeah, it definitely does work.
You know that one, do you? That's the one you were talking about, Chris, yeah?
Yeah. It's one that Louis taught us.
That's right. I was a bit reluctant to share it because I thought that, the way he shared it with us, it was like, this is the bee's knees. Nobody must know that. But I think it's probably well known, isn't it, really?
Well, yeah. Just want to make a comment here to Shazam.
Go.
Yeah, you can definitely make some good money in the solar energy field, and the solar energy niche. Again, it's probably a niche where there's not a lot of competition, where it's not as widespread as it probably could be. So you could definitely, get your foot in the door on that one and, make yourself a very good authority in it if you know anything about it. I'm sure a lot of people are looking for ways to save money on energy and, hey, take advantage of it. That's what it's all about.
Solar energy. I mean, it's. Did you see that wonderful thing? By the way, I just want to let you know we had a rave in Bristol. I live about 10 miles from Bristol in the UK, and last night at 9 o'clock they decided to have a beatbox boom garage rave. Probably, I don't know where it was, but it was 10 miles away, and we heard it over the river in this village, and it went on all night, and it stopped at 12 o'clock today. And so if I look a bit rough, even rougher than usual, that's the reason, okay? Yeah.
Well, I just literally got out of bed less than an hour ago. So
you guys just have long lions, don't you? Oh, no, it's what time is it there?
It's 10:15 in the morning here over in Boston. So.
Try Trivita. You can buy customers and make 40% commission for every sale they make. Yeah, all this is amazing stuff. We need to know all this. Who else have we got on that? Timothy. Hi, Timothy. Welcome. I'm sorry I'm not paying attention. Spy Gadget Rentals. Nanny spy cameras. Yeah, we all need those. Mohammed. I've said hello to you, Mohammed. And Zelly. We've got lots of people in here, though. And Danny. You're all welcome.
Hi, everybody.
It's good to see you all. And I really am thrilled to bits that so many people have come in. Last week I had that my first Blab ever. I think maximum we had at one time was 4, and this week.
Yeah, I caught the replay last week.
Did you? What did you reckon? Feedback.
Well, it was pretty good. What I listened to, you know, what that little bit that I was able to catch before I had to go off and do other things, you know. But yeah, it's pretty good. You know, not bad for a first time. It's like anything, got to start somewhere.
Don't mind me, I'm just a bot. Very good. So, has anybody got something related to traffic and elite traffic and conversions that we could answer before I shut this down, please? We will.
Well, here's one. I mean, I did a post. I've been talking about this. That's probably going to be my next post on my blog. Just remember, when you're dealing with traffic, when you're talking about traffic, you're dealing with people. All right.
Very good.
It's not like you're dealing with a herd of cattle that you want to take from one ranch to another, you know, and just, you know, move them along. You're dealing with people. You know, it's the money's going to be coming out of their pockets, you know, ultimately. So you want to treat them with the respect that you want to be treated with, like when you go to a restaurant or you go to a store. You know, you're dealing with people.
That's a very
as long as you remember that, you know, and treat them as such, amazing things can happen.
That's a very nice comment to finish on. And I'll just say one thing as well, which is that don't be scared to brand yourself. A lot of people hide behind an anonymous web page. They don't have a photograph. They don't have a name. And that's not going to attract people. You know, you have to have the guts to be responsible for what you promote. If you're going to, if you're expecting somebody to engage with you, they need to know who you are, where you live. If that's the least you can expect, you know, you wouldn't go down to and buy something. Well, you have to these days on the internet. But normally, if you're going to buy a car or something, you'd like to meet the person who's selling it to you before you buy it. You know, if you're going to trust somebody, you need to know who they are. So branding. I'm going to do next week. I'm going to talk about branding on the next Sunday call. Actually, I won't. Thank you. I won't be here next Sunday. I'm going to do it on a couple of days earlier or later. I'll let everybody know who's interested. So, yeah, that's good. Munir, have you got a nice finishing comment to make?
Yeah, you know, talking about branding yourself, you know, I actually done a Periscope. I don't know, Richard, if you've seen it, on video marketing yesterday night. So
sorry, I was up all night listening to beatbox.
It's very important to actually bring yourself forward all the time. And a lot of questions I've got told, a lot of the answers were actually, they're too nervous to actually come in front of the camera or even put their photos up. And if you really want to succeed, you know, you can't make these excuses up. You know, your dreams, your goals have to be bigger, has to be bigger than, you know, any other excuse out there, your nerves or any excuse that you don't want to come in front of the camera. Because today is 2015, we're, you know, in a modern world now, and blogs are amazing, don't get me wrong, people like reading, but a lot of people prefer watching videos and watching you talk live than actually read nowadays as well. So in this moment of time, it's all about branding yourself, coming in front of everyone, you know, cut those nerves out. That's me, that's my personal opinion. So if you really want to succeed in these days of time, you have to be in front of the camera and let people know you are.
And that is so important, because every single person who's been on this camera has had to go through that terrible fear and that comfort zone. Well, not everybody, but most of us. I mean, the first time I did this Blab, I prepared it for 3 hours. I mean, my hair was, this time I don't look at me. I mean, look at me. But, you know, I'm okay with it now. But the first time was terrifying. And I know Munir's first Periscope, he was shaking like a lemon. I saw him. And if you deny it, I shall take your clicks away.
I actually admit, and I even admitted it on my Periscope yesterday. I've just posted a link for those who are interested. You know, could just go for it. It's very beneficial. I actually admitted in my first ever video on Periscope, I was actually shaking.
Oh, you said you could promote your site on my Blab.
Hey,
bad man.
Yeah, no, if they want to learn, they can just check it out.
Of course, it's good.
It's very valuable as well. And I've actually, you know, the comments that I got from the people there as well, it was all about nerves and everything. And I've told them I was very scared to even come in front of the camera. Quick start challenge, you know, got my confidence. I had to come out of my comfort zone as well. My first ever Periscope, I messed up. And I'm gonna, you know, I admit it. And even all the videos on previous, I look back to them and I look, what the bloody hell did I do there? You know, it's like one of those things. So I'm getting better and better at it every time I'm doing it.
Sorry, we don't permit bad language on here.
Oh, sorry. I didn't say a bad word, but yeah, but looking back at my videos, you know,
yeah,
it was a nightmare. But
no,
obviously,
your periscopes, people should go and check that out because your periscopes are amazing, man. They really are.
Thank you.
Yeah, but mine are better.
Yours is better.
Unfortunately, you guys seem to have them at the times like when I'm just sitting down to dinner, or
Well, what's a good? So tell us a good time, Chris. Tell us a good time.
Well, I'm 5 hours behind you guys.
Okay,
so it's like I usually eat from like between 5 and 7 at night in my time, which Munir I know tends to have his somewhere in that range, like 9, 10 o'clock at night your time.
That's right, 10 o'clock because I look at around.
That's 5. That's 5 o'clock my time.
Hey,
so Ayub. That's dinner time on the East Coast here in the States.
Welcome, Ayub. Is it Ayub?
Hi, Ayub. How are you?
Oh, thank you. How are you?
What would you like to say, my friend?
I don't know what you're talking about right here.
We're having a bit of trouble with your audio. I'm afraid it's breaking up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get that.
I'm having difficulties understanding him as well.
I'm afraid we're having problems with your connection there, Ayub. I'm very sorry to say. Would you mind? Yeah, try audio only. Yeah, go. Yeah, you're on now, Ayub. We'd love to hear from you. It looks like we have a bit of an internet signal problem there, so we'll just leave it on.
If you could type.
Yeah, type your question, Ayub. So, would you type your question in because your audio connection's not working? So I hope that's been helpful.
Yes.
Anyway.
What do you think about? Yes. What do you think about
Android marketing? I think you must ask Munir to answer that.
I'm a big fan of Apple.
But you use Periscope, which is an Android as well.
I use it on my iPhone, to be honest with you. So it works better on. I've never actually been a fan of Android, so I wouldn't know much about it. I've got a laptop of Apple. I've got a mobile of Apple. The only computer is Windows, so I'm not too good with Android.
Right. I use a Galaxy for my Instagrams, which I find Instagrams are good, and you can engage with people, but you have to, obviously it's all about photographs and making a statement with a picture and getting people engaged that way. And that's very hard work. I'm not quite sure what Android marketing is. I presume it's iPhone, and no, what would it be? I'm really not up to date with all this. I'm a PC man. Android is the alternative to Windows, isn't it? It's the third alternative. The mobile. You can get mobiles which run Windows software, like this one, but you can also get. Is that right? You can get. Who knows about this stuff on here? Chris.
Well, I know Android's just another type of phone, like like the iPhone. Android's just, I think it's, isn't it Samsung's version?
Android is a different
of a smartphone.
It's a different operating system, which is made.
Yeah, well, it's mobile. Like iPhone uses the iOS.
That's right.
Android it's just another smartphone from another company other than Apple. I believe it's Samsung creates the Android phone.
I see.
Yeah. So he's.
Okay,
I'm not sure what he's looking for.
We should know about this.
Android marketing is mainly on the app, so. Marketing one of your apps, if it might be this. I might be wrong, but according to, because I've got 3 screens, I could quickly search up something. But according to the information that I've got here, it seems like you could build your own apps and market it, or you could promote someone else's app, or you could advertise on an app.
So Munir's next Periscope is going to be on what is Android.
Actually, I might do that later on once I actually understand it better. But yeah, according to what I'm looking at, I think that's the sort of understanding at the moment. I have no knowledge about it whatsoever. I might be
We have a reply. Android's phones are good, and right now, with Blab being in beta version, it can only be used in iOS.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? So I'm using it on a PC. So how does that? Is that iOS?
No, iOS is Apple's operating system for their iPhones.
So on a mobile, it could only be used in iOS.
On the Apple, the iPhones.
Oh yeah, okay.
You could see that.
iOS is their the system they use on the iPhones only. Their operating system.
These top-notch ninja guru marketers, we really should know about this stuff.
Well, I mean, I do most of my work on my laptop. I don't do a lot of work on the phones, on my mobile.
I'll have a word with Michael Cheney. He knows all about this.
He does. Yeah. I think it's probably the apps and that. That's what I could think of. Android. The only thing that separates Android and Apple is the actual app stores themselves. Android's got its own app store, and iOS got its own app store. I believe.
I use a Samsung tablet, right, which is an Android-based device, and it uses Android Jelly Bean. I remember putting a post up about it. Unfortunately, Periscope doesn't work on that old system. It only works on 4.4 and above, which is KitKat. It's Android KitKat. So if you've got an old Android device, you won't be able to Periscope out on it. You can watch Periscopes, but you can't broadcast them unless you've got KitKat or above. So I know that for a fact. But I don't know what it means, but I know.
Yeah, the software updates is. I've got a tablet for my daughter as Android. I've never used it, but I have updated it a few times. It's one of those updates or something. I think Jelly Beans are very old.
Yes.
KitKat's probably the new one, yeah.
PC, Google Chrome, and Firefox are the only platforms you can Blab on.
Google, I'm using Google Chrome, yeah.
Yeah. So there we are. That's this guy 711 has told us that, and what do you guys do online? Amazon, ClickBank? No, Zelly. What we do is we actually promote our own businesses. We actually have built our own businesses or are building them using our own products and collecting our own leads and launching our own products. We also promote a ready-made funnel, which is made by Internet Profits, which pays us commissions on the promotions we do, and it's a very high converting funnel, and we actually utilize this as part of our business. That's what we do. So we are exploring our own products, building our own funnels, but also earning money at the moment out of the tutorial videos and educational software that we promote, basically.
We basically start out as like affiliates, but we're on a higher level as partners, but we're basically affiliate marketers working as partners with the company, promoting their products, which we use ourselves. Their information, their educational products is what we've learned, and we promote these products to help other people to succeed and make a living online also. But we also learn how to create a sales funnel, all the aspects of a sales funnel, from the front end product all the way to the back end high ticket items, high price items, membership sites.
The link
we learn all the details.
I just put a link in there, and these guys also have a link. I'm not trying to control the thing, but if you want to explore that, it will tell you a little bit more about it. Also, Munir and anyone else on here who promotes iPro would be happy to tell you, not just me, although I did run the Blab, so I put my name in first. But seriously, that's not what we're here for. It's nothing to do with trying to promote this. All we're trying to do is just engage with you guys and to build up some trust relationships. So maybe you can help us too, because we're very new in this. I've only been going 18 months. Munir's been going 6 months. I don't know.
I've been in
2 months.
I've been in with iPro for about a year.
2 months. Munir's been in 2 months. So there you go. We're all different levels of running internet profit, working with Internet Profits. I'm really going to have to close this down. Listen, McAdill, sorry, you just came on and we're just about to shut down, but it's a real pleasure to see you. And do come in on Tuesday at 3 p.m. when I'm doing my Tuesday Tingle, which is much shorter than this, and we just have a little chat about. I'm going to be talking about branding. So do come back onto this Blab and do that. And listen, guys, I'm going to go now because I've got things to do and the fog's down. We want to go for a walk before I die of internetosis.
I PM'd you my phone number, Richard, so you can call me anytime.
You did? Okay, well, I will do that. Thank you. And cheers to everybody. Thank you so much for coming on the call. Look at that link again, I Am Business Ninja, and see what you think of what we do. There's lots of useful stuff on there. And I'm on here Tuesdays and Sundays, except next Sunday I'm going to be away, but I'll let you know. I'll schedule a Blab. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming and supporting me. I've had 55 people through, and that's extraordinary for my second Blab.
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us on, Richard. I really did enjoy that.
As Louis says, I don't take you for granted, guys. But it's true.
I hope I was able to help also.
Chris, you've given some very useful and helpful tips to a lot of people there about things, and that's what this is all about. It's about sharing. It's a pool, it's a resource, and we're working together. In the end, we're all just part of the one huge family of 7 billion people, all trying to make sense of this life. And hello, look, we've got a couple of young late visitors here. What are your names?
Oh, they can't hear you. I'm on actually here.
Oh, you tell them. You tell us.
1 second.
Girls, just say hello.
Can you guys hear me at the moment?
Yeah.
Oops.
My other half's
I
just
think
coming.
I've lost you guys.
No, you're still there.
No, we can hear you.
We can still hear you. Hello, girls. How are you?
Wave at them.
Oh.
Oh, that's probably as much as we're going to get engagement. We're going to get there. But thank you.
Hi.
Who had the birthday? Whose birthday was it?
Yeah, they're all waving. Yeah, I know they could see you.
I think you lost the audio.
I can't hear you no more. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Good. We can talk about him now, lads. Okay, thanks a lot. I'm going to shut this Blab in. Anybody wants to PM me, have a nice day. Thank you. And I'm
going to go get some breakfast.
See you soon. Yeah. And thanks again, Chris. You've really contributed a lot, and you, Munir, and everybody else. See you guys. Take care.
Have a good day.
How do you turn this thing off?
Okay, wait 1 second. I'm just trying to fix.
Bye, everybody.
Munir, we're going.
Why did I have that? She have a small water cake.